Hello, welcome to today's video. Jealousy is a challenging emotion to deal with, not just for the one experiencing it, but also for those affected by it. In the modern world, jealousy can arise anytime, anywhere from close relationships and work environments to the smallest social interactions. But in truth, jealousy is not merely a simple emotion. It's a reflection of deep insecurities and unmet expectations within each person. Stoic philosophy teaches us that emotions, whether positive or negative, stem from how we perceive the world. Jealousy, in this light, is not the fault of others but a reflection of the lack within ourselves. When someone is jealous of you, it doesn't mean you're wrong or deserve criticism. On the contrary, their jealousy may indicate that you embody something they aspire to but have not yet achieved. So why does jealousy so easily lead to conflict and discord? The reason lies in the fact that jealousy is a hard emotion to admit. Many people are unwilling to confront this feeling because it makes them feel weak or inadequate. Instead of accepting and improving themselves, they choose to deny the emotion or take it out on others. This can lead to negative behaviors such as criticism, belittling, or even sabotaging the person they envy. However, Stoic philosophy also offers us a different perspective. Rather than viewing a jealous person as an enemy, see them as an opportunity to train your mind. Ask yourself, does their emotion truly affect you, or is it simply a test of your composure and clarity? When you understand that jealousy stems from unresolved pain and insecurity, you'll realize that calmness and compassion are the best ways to respond. That said, it doesn't mean you should accept all negative behavior. Learn to recognize and distance yourself from overly toxic individuals to protect your own peace. In today's video, we'll dive deeper into this topic. Let's explore 10 signs that someone is jealous of you, and more importantly, how you can deal with them wisely without losing yourself. Let's get started. 1. Destroying your dreams. Jealous people often seek to plant seeds of doubt in your mind. Their goal is to make you question your abilities and worth, because they know that when you lose faith in yourself, your path to success becomes less certain. How do they achieve this? By belittling your aspirations, undermining your goals, and gradually chipping away at your confidence. When you share grand dreams or future plans, they won't hesitate to criticize, labeling them as unrealistic or impossible. Their aim is to make you feel discouraged and believe that your ambitions are foolish and not worth pursuing. Imagine you're working on a significant project and share an ambitious idea with a colleague, believing it could lead to extraordinary success. Instead of supporting you, that colleague immediately dismisses it, saying your plan is impractical or too risky. They might add, "I'm just being realistic, but this idea is unlikely to work," or suggest, "You should focus on smaller things instead of dreaming big." Initially, such remarks might seem like helpful advice, but if you notice a pattern of constant discouragement whenever you present creative ideas, it's likely a sign of jealousy. Their true intent is to ensure you don't outshine them. Your success threatens their sense of self-worth, so they try to poison your confidence. These individuals might not stop at mere words. Sometimes their actions speak louder. They could delay your work, create obstacles, or even sabotage your projects to hinder your progress. In such situations, remember this: your dreams and ideas don't need anyone else's approval to be pursued. Don't let a negative colleague derail you. Instead, trust your abilities, seek support from trustworthy teammates, and stay steadfast in your goals. Your success will be the strongest rebuttal to their attempts to sow doubt. 2. The game of public embarrassment, a Stoic perspective. Jealous individuals often seize every opportunity to damage your reputation, whether by mocking your mistakes or slandering you in public. For them, every moment of your awkwardness or failure is a chance to diminish your confidence and elevate themselves. However, through the lens of Stoicism, we can view these challenges with calmness and clarity. Stoic philosophy reminds us that while we cannot control the actions of others, we can fully control how we respond. When someone tries to humiliate you, remember that your value does not depend on their words or actions. Their attempts to demean you merely reflect their own insecurity and envy, not your true worth. Imagine spilling coffee on yourself at the office, and a jealous colleague quickly seizes the moment to make fun of you, even recounting the story to others to embarrass you further. From a Stoic perspective, instead of letting emotions take over, ask yourself, does this incident truly harm me, or is it just a minor, insignificant mishap? Your composure in such situations asserts that mistakes don't diminish your value. To deal with those who try to humiliate you, Stoicism encourages focusing on what you can control. Don't waste energy trying to change their thoughts or actions. Instead, focus on maintaining your calmness and confidence, viewing negative behaviors as opportunities for growth. Criticism and mockery are chances to practice mental resilience. Responding with compassion, rather than reacting with anger or hurt, approach them with kindness. Their actions stem from pain, not your weakness. Ultimately, true reputation lies not in what others say about you, but in the values you bring to life. Face negativity with understanding, poise, and a commitment to your inner peace. Your confidence and strength will render any attempt to embarrass you meaningless. 3. Hostility behind a mask. Jealous individuals rarely reveal their true feelings outright. Instead, they hide behind a facade of kindness. They may act like a close friend, praising you and claiming to value your relationship, but their mask falls the moment you leave the room, exposing the hostility beneath. Rather than supporting you, they exploit opportunities to tarnish your image. They might spread false rumors or criticize you behind your back. When you make a mistake, they'll eagerly turn it into a joke to humiliate you in front of others. If you achieve success, they might dismiss your efforts, even redirecting attention to themselves. For example, if you earn a promotion or receive an award, instead of congratulating you, they might say you must have been really lucky, otherwise it wouldn't have happened. These seemingly harmless comments are their way of undermining your accomplishments in the eyes of others. According to Stoicism, dealing with such people involves recognizing that their actions reflect their insecurities, not your value. Their hostility doesn't define you. Instead, maintain your composure, assess the situation objectively, and stay grounded in your true qualities rather than being swayed by gossip. True friends genuinely wish the best for you, even when you're not present. If someone only treats you kindly to your face but harbors hostility behind your back, they're not deserving of your trust. Maintain a safe distance from such individuals and safeguard the peace within your soul. 4. Deliberate sabotage. Jealous people don't stop at merely discouraging you. They derive satisfaction from seeing your progress stall. Their sense of fulfillment doesn't come from their own success, but from witnessing your setbacks or hesitations. Your achievements were once a mirror reflecting what they lacked, and seeing you struggle gives them a warped sense of balance. When you seek their advice, they exploit the opportunity to misguide you. They might suggest giving up a promising opportunity or pursuing a less viable path under the guise of concern, saying things like, "I just want the best for you." In truth, they're quietly hoping for your failure. These actions give them a sense of control and superiority, as they believe they can prevent you from moving ahead. If you miss an opportunity or make a mistake based on their advice, they'll be secretly pleased, sometimes even openly stating, "I told you so. I knew this wouldn't work out." For them, sabotaging your progress isn't a mere accident, it's a way to soothe their own insecurities. They feel safer when you're not advancing because your success makes them feel smaller. Stoic philosophy reminds us, obstacles are not challenges to your worth but opportunities to build resilience. Stay alert and discerning when receiving advice. Ask yourself, does this truly help me move forward, or is it leading me into a dead end? People who genuinely care about you will never find joy in your difficulties. They will always encourage you to get back up and keep moving forward. 5. Unhealthy obsession. Have you ever felt that someone is paying an unusual amount of attention to you? They observe your every move, scrutinize your words, and even notice the smallest details of your life. They watch how you dress, remember who you talk to, and track moments they weren't even part of. In essence, they become overly fixated on your habits and actions in an unnatural way. This intense focus stems from strong jealousy, sometimes bordering on obsession. They constantly compare themselves to you in every aspect, seeking to outshine you, gain your attention, or find weaknesses to exploit. They become a shadow following your every step, not because they admire you, but because you remind them of what they lack or dislike about themselves. This jealousy consumes them, making them overly attentive and unable to look away. Such obsession is a clear manifestation of deep envy, and it can make you feel uncomfortable, especially when they begin to invade your personal boundaries. They might justify their actions with statements like, "I'm just curious," or "I want to learn from you." But the truth is, their excessive interest stems from an unhealthy and intense jealousy. Maintain firm boundaries and don't let their behavior make you feel controlled or anxious. Remember, their attention doesn't define you, it reflects their own deficiencies. Your calmness and confidence are the best ways to handle this unwarranted obsession. 6. The mediocrity effect. Confident individuals let their accomplishments speak for themselves. They don't need to exaggerate or boast because their achievements are enough to define their worth. In contrast, jealous individuals often inflate trivial matters to gain attention. You might notice them bragging about insignificant things, like buying a new shirt or completing a minor chore like washing the dishes. What most people consider mundane, they portray as a victory to show off. This behavior stems from insecurity. They're aware of your significant achievements and feel inferior in comparison. To compensate, they puff up their small successes, trying to appear impressive even when there's little substance behind it. This isn't just a sign of jealousy, it's also their attempt to create a false sense of confidence in front of you. Their boasting isn't truly directed at you, but is a way to convince themselves of their own worth. Understand that such behavior reflects their internal struggles, not you. Instead of feeling annoyed, approach it with empathy. Your calmness and genuine self-assurance are the best responses to this mediocrity effect, as you don't need to prove your worth through empty words. 7. Provocation for control. Jealous individuals often try to provoke you to make you lose your composure. They feel a sense of satisfaction when they see you stressed or hurt. They intentionally say things designed to irritate you, targeting your weaknesses or insecurities in hopes of eliciting an angry or uncontrolled reaction. These provocations are not merely psychological games, they are their way of asserting power in the relationship. If you react, you inadvertently hand over control of your emotions, giving them the upper hand. This is exactly what they desire, the ability to influence your mood and mental state. How can you avoid falling into this trap? Remember that you have the power to choose how you respond. Provocative words lose their strength when left unanswered. Instead of reacting, let their words pass by without leaving an impact on your mind. Maintain calmness and control, as these qualities demonstrate inner strength and prevent them from affecting you. Interestingly, your composure will frustrate them even more because their plan has failed. Truly strong individuals don't need to argue to assert their value. They know how to remain steady in any situation. Be that person. Be that person. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Remember, someone else's provocative words only have power if you let them. Your calm and poise are your strongest shield. 8. The illusion of fairness. Jealous individuals often create a covert sense of unfairness by applying double standards, one for you and another for themselves. When you make a mistake, they exaggerate it, turning it into a monumental issue, as if you've caused a disaster. They won't hesitate to repeatedly bring up your errors, making you feel ashamed and burdened with guilt. But when they find themselves in a similar situation, it's a completely different story. They quickly make excuses, blame circumstances or other people, and sometimes even you. Their mistakes become trivial, not worth mentioning at all. This false fairness is a facade. They magnify your faults and downplay theirs to feel superior and mask their own insecurities. They're not seeking fairness, they're seeking an advantage. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "Look beneath the surface, let not the form deceive you." Recognize this bias and stay clear-headed. Mistakes don't define who you are, rather how you learn and grow from them does. Don't let anyone use a false sense of fairness to overshadow your true worth. 9. Exploiting weaknesses. Have you ever encountered someone who intentionally asks invasive or uncomfortable questions? This could be a sign of deep-seated jealousy. When overwhelmed by this emotion, such individuals often probe into your personal life, not to understand you better but to uncover vulnerabilities they can exploit. They won't hesitate to dig for secrets, mistakes, or stories you'd prefer to keep private. Through pressuring questions or creating awkward situations, they push you beyond your comfort zone. While they may feign concern, their intentions are often far from genuine. For them, any secrets they uncover become weapons. They might use this information to damage your credibility or elevate their own status by leveraging what they know. Their exploitation isn't just about harm, it's also about asserting control in the relationship. Be cautious of those who attempt to exploit your weaknesses. A true friend will never pressure you into sharing something you're uncomfortable with. They care about your strengths and achievements, not what they can turn into tools to undermine you. Protect yourself by setting clear boundaries. Maintaining your privacy isn't just your right, it's a way to safeguard your confidence and power from malicious intent. 10. Stealing your spotlight. When we achieve success, it's natural to want to share the joy with loved ones, hoping they'll celebrate with us. But for jealous individuals, your success is hard to accept. Instead of joining in your happiness, they try to overshadow your moment in the spotlight. Rather than congratulating you, they diminish the significance of your accomplishments. They quickly redirect attention from you to themselves by sharing their own stories or big news. For instance, if you share a piece of good news, they might interject with, "That's great. By the way, I just finished a major project and got a lot of praise for it." This behavior not only dims your moment of joy, but also reveals their discomfort with seeing you recognized. Jealousy drives them to shift the focus, as deep down they don't want you to outshine them. If you notice someone consistently doing this, understand that their actions don't reflect your worth or achievements, but rather their insecurities. Remember, your light cannot be dimmed simply because someone else refuses to accept it. Keep shining and take pride in what you've accomplished, regardless of their attempts to steal the spotlight. Jealousy may be an uncomfortable obstacle in life, but it will never define you. The jealousy of others reflects their insecurities and limitations, not your worth or success. Remember, you don't need to dim your light just because it makes others uncomfortable. Instead of letting negative actions affect you, hold on to your confidence, focus on your goals, and always act with kindness. Strength isn't about confronting every criticism, but about standing firm amidst challenges and continuing on your path. Let your resilience and achievements be the best response to any negativity. Keep shining brightly, unapologetically, and let your journey inspire others to rise above their own doubts and insecurities.